So, what do you guys want to talk about now?
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video is going to be another Q&A. You guys had a lot of questions about the proposal, the engagement, us, how are we feeling now being boy parents or going to be boy parents. So let's get on with the video. So the first question is, how did you find out the gender so soon? So we ended up doing the early testing. Usually people wait until the 20 weeks to do it through ultrasound, and that's how you can find out. But I decided to do the blood work. We were doing the blood work to find out if like the baby had like Down syndrome and stuff like that. So they also gave me the option if I wanted to do the blood work to find out the gender of the baby, and obviously I said yes, because like he mentioned, I am a very impatient person and I just really wanted to know the gender of the baby. So then that's when once I did that blood work, I told Blanca and I gave her my login, and that's how she was able to go in to see what the baby was, because she was the gender keeper, obviously. So yeah,
At first you didn't really know who to pick.
Yeah,
as your gender keeper between her or
my sister
or the people that are planning the party. You know.
Yeah. Ended up deciding, because she wanted to host and like do everything for us for the gender reveal. So
at the end you decided to choose her.
Yeah, since she was gonna do everything already, so we were just
and
like,
she didn't mind it either.
So we were just like, yeah, let's just tell her. So yeah, she had my login for Kaiser and everything, and she was able to log in to see my results, and then that's how she saw the gender of the baby. So yeah, that's how we ended up finding out early. Like even my mom was telling me that I should have just waited until I hit my 20 weeks to find through ultrasound, and I'm like, girl, like we all just want to know already. So, and he's over here.
Waiting.
He said that he doesn't mind, but I know damn well he would have still been like, oh, I wonder what it is. Like I want to know what it is.
Yeah, my mind would have been like, yeah, I wonder what it is, you know. But
right.
like, well, I guess we'll find out, you know, on this date, you know.
No.
Once this date hits.
It was too long. Why wait when we could already find out? So that's how I saw it. How do you feel about becoming a boy mom, which we can also adjust us together? I'm very excited. I would have been happy with either or. I was very confident that it was a girl, though. Very, very confident. I was like, it's a girl, it's a girl, it's a girl. Like I just felt it. But then it ended up being a boy, which I'm very, very happy and grateful for. Like I keep telling him, like I'm gonna have a little him. So I feel like it's just gonna be having my two, you know, my two men, my two boys. So I'm just excited, and it's the firstborn. Like I wasn't gonna be picky. Like I would have been grateful with either or. And yeah, I'm just excited to be a Lightning McQueen mom, because I want him to be a Lightning McQueen kid, and just all the fun stuff that comes with having a boy, and just sports. Me already planning like hella ahead, but I'm just thinking about all those things, and just having like a boy.
Yeah, I really thought it was gonna be a girl, just because she was, thinking it was gonna be a girl. Everyone was saying it was gonna be a girl. So in my mind, kind of just preparing to see pink for it to be a girl. And then just that day, once we found out that it was, blue, and it was a boy, like I just kind of it was shocking to both of us. And it was just crazy to see that we're gonna be boy parents. And I'm glad, I'm happy. I wanted a boy deep down, a little bit more than a girl. So I'm really happy. Get to have my mini me, as she says. So yeah, just looking forward to it, and can't wait to be parents to this baby boy, and just really happy and excited for sure.
Do y'all have a name yet? Yeah, we've been back and forth about two names. There's Alessandro and Adriel. I really like both. I feel like we both agreed on those names, but he's gravitating more towards Alessandro, which I was very content and happy with Alessandro as well. But I'm thinking about, and I know I shouldn't be thinking about these things or that far, but like people nicknaming him and all that, and I just don't want anybody to call him Ale or Alex. Like, I know that's just so irrelevant, but I don't like it. I just don't like that. And I was saying for us to call him Sandro, and then my mom and my sister like, that's weird, like why are we gonna call him Sandro? Like we're gonna call him Ale. And yeah, so that's why I was like, okay, maybe Adriel, but then he doesn't like it because we can't pronounce it in English. But I told him that it's fine, like that doesn't matter. He's gonna be Mexican, so I don't care. Like, I rather just have Adriel, but he doesn't really care for it. And we were also liking Luca. Well, he liked Luca and Enzo, right?
The top 3 names for boys were Alessandro, Luca, and Enzo.
Yeah.
Just because they're different.
Yeah.
And in Spanish, they sound really cool. You know, when you say in Spanish, they're different. Not everyone has these names. Yeah. So.
Yeah, he wanted something different.
Those are about top 3 for boys. And yeah, I feel like Alessandro like the most. Adriel is cool too when you say in Spanish. Yeah. It's a nice name. It's just that it sounds like Adrian too in Spanish. Adriel, Adrian, Adriel, Adrian. So my little brother's name is Adrian. So my mom, you know, would have to be like, Adrian, ven pa' acá. Adrian, ven pa' acá. Adrian, ven pa' acá. Adrian, ven pa' acá. You know, it sounds too similar.
Well, I feel like I'm thinking too deep too about
in English, Adriel, Adriel. It just doesn't sound like as good as in Spanish.
But I told him like that doesn't matter. Like
Alessandro.
We're gonna be calling him Adriel, and when he goes to school, he's still gonna tell people like, my name is Adriel. Like, got together, we talked about baby names, and then he said that he really liked Alessandro, which I thought was crazy because I was in love with that name. So I was like, oh my god, it's meant to be, you know. But now, when we found out that we were pregnant and we were trying to figure out names, like Alessandro was the first name that popped up. And now that we actually know that it's a boy, I'm just like, I don't know. And we've been practicing, like, we'll call out Alessandro or we'll call out like Adriel, and I just really, really like Adriel. What about Adriel Alessandro? Somebody said even like Luca Alessandro.
That's what I said, right? Yeah, I said Luca Alessandro.
But I don't like Luca. It reminds me of a fish. I just don't like it. I don't know. I don't like
Alessandro. That one sounds nice too.
Mm-hmm. Think about it, man. And then we can call him both. Like, look at me. I go by Ivette, and that's my middle name. So
we'll see. Those are the top 2 for sure now.
So the next question is, were you expecting the proposal at all? Like, did he ever give you any signs? No. I knew that it was coming possibly this year just because of little comments that he would say that made me think that it was going to happen this year. But did I expect it right now and at the reveal? Definitely not. And it's funny because literally everybody was asking me like, do you have any like feeling, like anything, did we give anything away? And I'm like, no, like nothing at all. Like, I did not expect it. I was fully like shocked, and I just loved it. I felt like it was so perfect. And like, when we would talk about us getting engaged and him like proposing to me, I would tell him like, I never want you to do it like on a special occasion, like our birthdays or anniversary or like Christmas, like nothing like that. Like, I didn't want it like on anything like that. But I just felt like the gender reveal was just perfect. Like, I don't know, like it literally was just, yeah, like I loved it, like everything. And I told him like, I just loved everything about it, like us finding out that we were having a boy and just like being so happy about that. And then the proposal, like it was just amazing. Like, I loved every bit of it. Yeah. So no, I was not expecting it at all. And yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Is the ring what you wanted? Yes, it is. I sent him TikToks, bitch. If people don't believe in sending your mans what you want, girl, that's why you're not going to end up with the ring that you want. I did not care. I sent him TikToks. We talked about it because he would ask me like, okay, so how do you want it? He had notes. He had his notes, right? You said that you had your notes already written down, like of things ring that I mentioned.
Size, yeah. What type of ring you wanted.
Yeah. So we talked about those things. I talked to my sister. I sent TikToks to my sister, to Blanca. I was like, this is what I want. The color that I want, this ring, everything. And yeah, he nailed it. It's literally perfect. The diamond is perfect. I feel like I was always scared to have like a small diamond because I have chubby fingers. But literally it's perfect. Like gold band, and then it has white gold prongs with a 2.75 diamond.
Almost 3.
I told him that at our 5 years he could probably upgrade me to like a 3.75. I'm just kidding. No, but I loved it. It's honestly perfect, and there's not a day that I don't stare at it and I'm just like, oh my god, like this is really on my finger. Like, It's perfect. He did such a good job, and he just paid attention to everything that I said that I wanted. Like, I just wanted like a simple solitaire engagement ring, because the band is what I wanted it to be, like more like with diamonds and stuff, but I wanted this to just be very simple and like classic and just pretty, you know. And knowing him, he probably would have done something extra as fuck, because he loves extra shit. Like, he loves extraness. And then he prefers more like white gold or like silver and stuff. I was a white gold girly for a really long time, but then I transitioned into gold, and I just feel like it complements my skin a lot better. So yeah, so I feel like that's why it's important, girls. Send your man TikToks, or the people around you, send them TikToks of things that you want on your ring, because you will end up with something you don't want. And then also, when he opened the box and he took it out about to put on my finger, I was just like, I hope it fits, because I have chubby fingers. And yeah, I actually feel like it fits me a little big. Like,
it's a little loose right now.
Yeah, like it slips out. But then I'm thinking like my fingers are probably gonna get swollen with like as the pregnancy goes on. So yeah. How long had Gerardo been planning the proposal?
Dun dun dun. How long had I been planning it? So like she said, I had, you know, already thought of proposing since like late last year, early this year. And my plan was to do it, you know, towards the end of 2025, early 2026. That was like my kind of like where my head was at in terms of planning everything and when to do it. So like that was my original plan. But then, you know, once, you know, we found out we got pregnant, and then thinking about the gender reveal and everything, it's like it kind of just like lit up this, you know, it sparked an idea in my head in terms of like changing my mind, you know, in terms of wanting to do it maybe at, you know, gender reveal. And of course Blanca helped me out a little bit. I reached out to her, and she basically just kind of like
she was the first person that he reached out to.
I reached out to her because she's, you know, she's always told me from before like whenever I was ready, you know, whenever the time comes for me to.
Who told you, me or her?
Her.
Oh yeah,
she's always told me like, I'd probably say like a year after we started dating. I feel like she would, you know, make comments or hints like, you know, whenever you're ready, you know, just come to me, let me know, you know, so we, you know, I feel like because she knows you obviously, you know, a lot, so she would know what you wanted, in terms of like ring or part, in terms of like decorating or party and stuff like that. So I always had that in my back of my mind. So, you know, I reached out to her and I told her idea, like, what if we do it, you know, during the gender reveal. And she basically kind of like liked the idea, and then she helped me throw out some ideas out there, like how to do it, when to do it, the timing and everything. And that's basically how it just came about. And I feel like about a month, I think we have planned this. So obviously sometime in July we started planning, and then we didn't know obviously the date yet exactly for the gender reveal. But
you just knew that you wanted to do it.
So I just knew that I had the idea ready to do it whenever we did the gender reveal party. And then I kind of, you know, had a feeling already that it was going to be probably at her, you know, at hers. Yeah. At her house. We just didn't know the date, so.
Yeah, because right when we got pregnant, Blanca said, we're doing the gender reveal at my house. She wanted to host it.
And do it for us. So we appreciated her for that. And just when we found out the date, that's when, you know, I started planning more and reached out to her about the ring. And she basically helped me get the ring from someplace in LA. I believe she got it from Happy Jewelers. Yeah. It's called. I'm not sure if it's a popular spot in LA, maybe that they sell rings. Yeah. So she helped me get it from that place, and you know, they did a good job and everything. And once I got the ring, just, you know, we already knew the date of the gender reveal. So basically that's how the process went, you know, about the whole process of the.
So you found out, so you found out we were pregnant, and then how long after? Well, we found out we were pregnant in May, right?
Yeah, and
technically June, because it was like the last week of May. So.
And in my mind, I still didn't think about proposing yet, you know, when we found out we were pregnant, because I was worried, you know, I was like worried about that. I was happy and shocked about that,
pregnancy,
and wanted to enjoy that moment, you know. But then it wasn't until like weeks later where, You know, I thought about, you know, that what if I do this on this day, you know, like how would it look like? I think, and another part of me wanting to do it during gender reveal was because she wouldn't expect it, and that's one of the things I told Blanca as well, and she agreed on, you know, that that she wouldn't expect it, and that's probably kind of like the main reason part of it, of all this, you know. She wouldn't expect it. It wouldn't, you know, be stressing me out, like trying to hide it, you know, try to worry about like, oh, what if she, you know, catches something, you know. Like if I would have done it like maybe towards the end of this year, like how I had planned, I probably had more trouble trying to find a like place, when to do it, how to do it, just because
I would have found out,
just
for
because
sure.
she's very like, she wants to know like, you know, lots of things, so so she would have probably like hinted at something, and it probably would have ruined it, maybe, I don't know. So I feel like part of the reason too is because she wouldn't expect it.
I feel like when you have surprised me with stuff, like I was completely
true.
shocked.
I
But I feel
have
like
been able
this
to
is
figure it out.
different.
This is different. This is something way bigger, you know. It's something that's hard to you know, to hide and keep. And
I just feel like
especially
he
when,
gets really nervous,
especially
too.
when I have to be somewhere and you have to be in the same spot, but yet like we have to be at the same spot without making it too like noticeable that we're gonna be in the same spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
you
feel
know?
like the gender
or
was
you
perfect.
like you get ready at this spot, you know, like
when
people do that, you know, those type of engagements, it's like I feel like in my mind I'm like, I wonder if they like know already deep down.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
girls know.
It sounds kind of too obvious,
girls
you know.
know. I have seen so many TikToks that are like,
maybe at the beach at the spot or something.
Yeah.
But I really liked the idea of it, how it came about, doing it at the gender reveal. The timing was perfect, you know, like lots of comments were saying, and people from our families, you know, were saying that the timing was perfect. And yeah, like in my mind I had it, you know, kind of planned already when to do it. In my mind I'm like, all right, when we find out the gender and then have our moment, embrace it, you know, not do it right away after that, because that takes away the moment from the gender reveal. About the, you know, the surprise of that. So I'm like, all right, when that happens, have our moment, hug, and I'm like, and then I'm gonna look at her and tell her to look over there. Maybe she, because in my mind she like think that someone has like, there's something else special, you know, that's part of the gender reveal.
I blacked out, so I don't know.
But she, when I said, oh look, the opposite direction from me, so I can go down on my one knee and propose, she turned around, but not knowing what she was looking at though.
No, I thought he was telling me to look, to tell everybody to come hug us, because we had already been hugging for a while, and then I turned around and nobody's coming up to us, like they're just standing there, and I'm like, why are they just standing there? So I don't know if I put that in the vlog where I just like kind of like put my arms out, because I'm like letting them know like, okay, like you can come now. But no, nobody was coming up to us, and then I don't know
because what she Blanca had said.
Yeah,
in the
and then I think I turned around to look at him because everybody started cheering again. So I kind of looked at him to be like, what the fuck? Why are they cheering again? And then I just see him right there, and then that's when I blacked out. Like, I don't remember what he told me. It wasn't until we saw the video, and then thank God Oscar like sent us like the raw footage of that, because I didn't remember. Like I told him, I was like, I don't remember what I said. And then I just laughed at the fact that I was like, he was like, will you marry me? And I was like, yeah.
No, that's not how it happened.
Yeah, it was.
I was like,
no, but
I say your name. Will you marry
me? I know,
me?
but I'm just saying the part that I'm weak at the fact that I just said yeah. Like I wasn't like yes. Like I just said yeah.
After you were freaking out.
Yeah.
You said like what the fuck twice.
Yeah, I was freaking out because I was just
yes.
like, what the fuck? Because like I said, I genuinely did not expect it. Like I said, we have had conversations and we've talked about getting engaged and all that stuff. And like I said, I already felt it that it was happening this year, but I just didn't know when. And like I said, it was perfect. Like everything was just, yeah, it was.
And we were mic'd up, so it was a cool moment.
Yeah.
And Oscar mic'd us up, and you were able to hear like me crying or me, you know, saying the words to her, and
it was just good. It was
and
honestly
the other
such a
time
nice
moments where our family members are embracing us. Yeah, you could hear what they were saying to us or stuff like that.
I feel like for a long time I told him too, like I don't want people there, but
cool
I just feel like I love the fact that everybody. Yeah, he wanted everybody there. I feel like I wanted
my ideal
more like an
proposal
intimate...
would have been like having your close family members there with you.
And I feel like the people that were there are the ones that genuinely love us and like care for us and like really wanted it to like, you know, be a part of it. So I feel like it was just perfect. Like I loved it, you know. Did he go traditional and ask your parents for your hand in marriage?
Yes, I did. You guys know me.
You're hella ugly, babe.
Well, yeah, I went traditional.
We'll start with this. I
went traditional. Fun fact: I went traditional when I asked her to be my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, he did. He really wanted my parents' blessing beforehand.
Like, I always think that's important, and yeah, like, asked her mom. Yeah, when I asked her, when did I do it? I did like. Was it the day of, right? I was like, obviously,
no,
days
it was
before,
like
before.
I think like a week or two before.
I asked
like
a week before.
We were gonna go eat, and then you wanted my mom to come out, and then you were just telling her that you really like me and that you're enjoying yourself with me and stuff like that. And then he just
asked her if that got her a blessing that I planned to ask her to be my girlfriend, and if yeah, and she was, she said, yeah, as long as you take care of her, be good with her, and this and that. Yeah. And then a week later, that's when I, asked her to be my girlfriend. But, so I went traditional when it came to that, and of course, with this part, I went traditional as well. It's just something that, it's right to do. I grew up that way. My parents raised me that way, and I knew it was the right thing to do. Yeah. When it comes to like marriage and stuff like that. Asking, the significant others, parents. Yeah,
he asked my brother first, though.
Asked her brother first because I feel like I'm obviously cool with them. I'm comfortable with them, and I feel like they have a special relationship. So they care a lot about each other. So of course I reached out to him first, see what he thought, and I wasn't able to do it in person just because it was difficult. I was at her house. I was at her house the weekend before, and I was planning on doing it that day, but she was there, but then her parents weren't there. Also, they came late. Her brother came late too, so I wasn't able to do it that day in person. So I ended up doing on FaceTime. Called her brother first and asked him what he thought. He just said it was cool and everything, and gave me his reasons, and I gave him my reasons, as to why I wanted to do it, what he thought. He was happy about it, gave me his blessing, of course, too. And then he gave the phone to his parents. They're in the living room, and that's when I just asked them, what my plan was. I was planning proposing to her, what I thought of the idea, that, I care a lot about her, and I love her so much, and, obviously this would mean a lot to me, and that she would expect it if I did it that day. So, asked them for their blessing, what they thought of it, and they were happy about it. Gave me their blessing. They gave me the thumbs up. That's pretty much what they did. They didn't say much. They just gave me the thumbs up. But that was enough for me. Obviously, I knew that they were excited and happy about it. Yeah. And her brother was too. So it kind of makes you feel comfortable too before you do it. When you don't, I feel like ask the parents' blessings. Or give them a heads up, and within time in advance. I think it's very important, and it makes them feel comfortable. It makes them feel like their daughter's in the right hands, and she's gonna be safe and everything. Yeah. And makes me feel more comfortable too, leading up to the actual proposal. So I'm glad that I went that route. I did what I did, and glad everything went well.
Yeah, it did. It went well. I know I asked my mom, after, I'm like, so how do you feel? Because I told him, literally, we soaked everything in, said, thank you to everybody, whatever, hugs, kisses, love. And then after I pulled him outside, I was like, okay, I need to know everything. So what, how did it go? Did you ask my parents? I think that's the first thing I asked you, right? I was like, did you ask my parents?
They know about it?
Yeah, I was like, did my parents know? Who knew? And he said, that he had talked to his parents,
so,
and he talked to my parents.
Yeah.
That he had talked to both of our parents and just trying to get, and then he obviously talked to Omar because, Omar's my bestie. So he talked to Omar, and then Blanca obviously knew because she was helping him figure out how to do it, and then the ring and all that stuff. So everything was just like I said, perfect. It was perfect. My sister said that she completely forgot that. She was so shocked when she saw him.
What?
Huh?
She forgot what?
That you were proposing to me? Like, my parents and my siblings
they told
knew.
her?
Yeah, they told my sister. Yeah, they told my sister. I ended up
finding out if they did or not.
And I told her, I was like, did you know? She's like, I did know, but I forgot. And when I saw him on his knees, I was just like, what is he doing? But yeah, it was honestly nice. Yeah.
I'm glad.
And then I'm glad that he did ask for my parents' blessing, because like I feel like that was important. And I knew that he would, just because he did that the day that he asked me to be his girlfriend. Not the day, but when he was gonna ask me to be his girlfriend, like he also did that. So there was no doubt in my mind that he would do that also for us to get engaged. But I just wanted to know, obviously. And yeah. So I was glad that he did end up just asking my parents for their blessing and all that stuff. Question: are you getting married before the baby?
No.
No. No, we're not. I feel like right now we're just focusing on the baby, planning for the baby. Obviously we're happy to be engaged and everything, but this stuff takes a lot of time, and girl, I'm tired for that shit. Like, I'm too tired for that stuff to be like planning and stressing about two things, like a baby and a wedding. So yeah, I feel like no, as of right now, no, we're not planning on getting married before the baby.
I'm not trying to rush anything. You know? I wasn't trying to rush anything at all. You know, like I wasn't trying to rush. Like, many people might think, you know, I rushed the proposal because we're pregnant, but like, no, I just feel like it was the right time to do it. I was planning on doing it, you know, by the end of this year, anyways. After, you know, 2 years, so like. I didn't feel rushed doing that, so like I felt it was the right time, right moment. The occasion called for it, so it was like perfect. And I'm glad I did it that way and it came out that way. And when it comes to marriage, when it comes to the wedding, like that too, that's something very important, very sacred for me, I think, personally, and I'm pretty sure for both of us. And so like rushing that wouldn't be right at all.
Right.
And there's no reason to rush it either, because it's like whether we have time to do it afterwards. And the baby's gonna be here by February, so doing a marriage, you know, within this next 6 months, it's like,
that's crazy.
It's just too quick, too fast. So there's no reason to rush it at all. And
we want to do the whole traditional thing, like
once
church
we're both ready, you know, the baby's already born, you know, he's healthy, he's doing good, he gets comfortable already, we're both comfortable with the baby, have the routine going and everything. That's another important part, you know, we gotta have our routine down, you know, with the baby. So once we have all that down, and we could probably start planning and thinking ahead with the wedding. Whether it's, you know, 2026 or 2027, you know, I feel like, you know, around that time is good, you know, to do the wedding, start planning, you know, by then. And you know, whenever we both feel ready. And I think that's the plan we have right now so far that we talked about. And which I don't want you guys to be like, oh, they're not ready for marriage. No, like, we're ready for that. But right now our focus is the baby and planning for the baby, and like you said, having a schedule and routine with the baby once he gets here. So that's our focus right now, to then eventually start planning a wedding, because like I said, weddings take so much of your energy, time, and stress, and I don't need that right now while I'm pregnant. Like, I don't need that. Like, I'm already going crazy just trying to figure out like the whole routine and all that stuff with a baby, that I don't need to add a whole wedding. Like, I'm good. I feel like in the beginning I was just like, I want to get married tomorrow, you know, but we did sit and like we talked about it and like things that we want to do before that. So yeah, we are good right now. The only thing is that we might get married like a civil first.
We did talk about
we
that.
Could do that
civil
first,
wedding, and then the big church wedding.
Plan like the church wedding the year after that. You know, we're gonna have, you know, both. Probably most likely gonna do both, a civil and then
the church.
For sure.
Yeah, but like we said, right now our focus is baby boy and just waiting for his arrival and planning for him. So that's the most important thing for us right now. It's gonna be the last question. We just added it to add it because we have gotten questions about this before. Have you guys had any arguments? If so, how do you move forward? Talking. I like to talk a lot. Yeah, anytime I notice that something's bothering him, like I just have to talk about it. Or if something's bothering me, I have to talk about it. Like I can't do it. Like I can't. It bothers me. Like I have word vomit and I have to say what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. He's a little bit more of like I need space for a while and then we can talk. But I'm a more like, I need to talk about it.
Yeah.
At the moment.
And this is something that we both learned along the way. We're going to be 2 years, you know, and 2 years together, and it's a long time. You get to know someone.
Yeah.
You know someone good, the ins and outs of them. And, you know, for me, I struggled with like communication for sure. And it's something that I've learned to improve. Like she said, when it comes to like something that bothers me, I tend to shut down for brief moments and don't like to talk about it. I just shut down, you know, and it's something that I learned to, you know, get rid of and improve little by little. So when I noticed that she likes to, when she would, you know, we would have arguments or she would get upset, yeah, she likes to communicate about it. She likes to talk about it. She likes to deal with the issue then and there. Compared to like with me, you know, I try to push it or avoid it. So I, you know, learning that about each other is very, very important as well. Learning, having that, how do you say it? Just having the will to learn about each other and be patient with each other is very important. And one thing about me is I'm very patient. So like that helps out a lot when it comes to her because, you know, she's not so much patient. She's very much impatient. So we kind of just balance each other out, honestly. And that's why I feel like we're perfect for each other. And that's why I love her so much. We balance each other out. So having that communication, dealing with the issue then and there, sometimes it's good to maybe like let it breathe and talk about it when we're both, you know, calm and cool. That's also very important.
Yeah, because I feel like I also, since I do like talking about it at the moment, I could be very...
It could come off like strong,
too aggressive, very strong.
And it could go it could get worse.
Yeah. So I feel like I've also been trying to learn that too, to kind of just give it a little bit of space, a little bit, just like a while to just really process my thoughts and let him process his thoughts. Because I feel like in the beginning it was more like that, where it was just like I would feel some type of way and I would want to address it right there at that moment, where I would kind of like explode and be kind of like a little bitchy. Because I feel like I could be a little mean, honestly, like with just things that I'll say or like whatever. And like I said, he's very calm and just very patient. He just lets me spill what I have to say. But I can tell that like I'll hurt his feelings or something. So I feel like that's something that I worked on a lot. What?
I'm like...
that is something that I did work on a lot, just because I felt like it was kind of like causing issues in our relationship, because I just was always so quick to like say shit and just like speak out of my ass. So I feel like the fact that he likes to step back a little bit and just take a moment to kind of like process, I feel like it does genuinely help out. Because when you get heated about something and then like you try to address it at that moment, definitely you're gonna say shit out of your ass that you probably don't even mean half of the fucking time. And I do tell him like, I'm sorry babe, like I didn't mean that, like, you know, at the end. Because then I realized that I was being such a stupid bitch, you know.
Imagine just because imagine just two...
I can't imagine me being with the me.
Two people heated and just going back and forth at it.
Yeah,
you know?
I can't imagine being with the me.
Which is how many relationships are, you know. Two both individuals are like that, so it's not really good.
No, yeah, for sure.
So when you have one and one, it's like helps out for sure.
No, yeah, balance.
But obviously, when that's how we deal with it, you know.
Yeah,
and
just talking. Communication is very much key. Like you have to communicate in order to fix your problems. Yeah.
And I'm glad we're kind of already learning that and getting good with that, because I feel like started like we had lots of disagreements when we first moved in. Oh yeah. So I feel like that's probably like one of the difficult things, for sure. When we first moved in.
Apparently, it does happen a lot when couples move in together. Like
the first couple of weeks,
really
it was difficult settling in because, like, we had to learn about what we liked, what we didn't like, about each other, and when it comes to living together in an apartment, or in general, just when it comes to living together. So, obviously, we had disagreements, and it was
mostly my fault. I'm not gonna lie, it was my fault.
And then some things, that I did that she didn't like, so I had to learn to, do those things, or learn how to not avoid those things that she didn't like. So, just learning about each other when it comes to living together, it is a whole other level. And I'm glad that we're kind of learning, getting better.
Yeah. When it comes
to communication and dealing with issues, because we were able to solve those issues when we first moved in. So it wasn't like, too much. So I'm glad that we had that, I guess, foundation already. And yeah, that's just another thing, that, it's real what they say when it comes to, like, when it comes to moving in, living with, significant other. It's, it's a whole nother level, and you got to learn how to adapt and learn how to, communicate and learn more about each other. So, and obviously we're still learning about each other. And, still to this day. I think it's very healthy to do as well for relationships, to keep learning about each other, to not, stop, never settle, and, making sure that we're both good, happy, and we're both doing what we need to be doing,
Yeah. So the key word to this answer, communication. All the questions.
There's no more?
No, that was it. It was mainly that, like, how are we feeling? Did you ask my parents? How long were you planning it for? Just like little things like that. But yeah, everything. I hope we answered all of you guys' questions. If you guys have more, let me know, and we can answer them on Snapchat or anything. If you guys don't follow me on Snapchat, follow me on there. That's where I've been literally updating and posting every single day, just trying to
click the link right here for Snapchat.
I don't think I can do that.
No? I can't put a QR code right here, no?
I don't think so.
The QR code will be right here.
We'll figure it out. We'll see how we can do that.
Or the link in the description.
Yeah, or I have my username in the bio already. I have it for my TikTok and my Snapchat if you guys want to follow me on there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of us just chatting again. And let us know any fun videos you guys want us to do. I actually have a list of videos that I want us to do, but I'm like, should I just wait until my belly is bigger? But I don't think that matters. But yeah, there's a couple of videos that I have in mind for us to do. I don't think he's gonna like a couple of them, but I'm excited.
Why not?
Because I want to do one where it says for us to try other pregnant people's cravings.
Oh.
Weird cravings.
You wouldn't like that. Because what if it involved like pickles and like tomatoes and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. If it's pickles and tomatoes, I'm not doing that. Maybe the pickle one I'll try, but not the tomato, that's for sure. Oh, that just made me a little... I just can't. I can't. Okay, but yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for showing us so much love and support. We genuinely appreciate it. You guys are the best. You guys are the sweetest. And yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. First video as a fiance.
Did that shit.
You did that shit. Bye, guys. You want to say bye, Harlow? You want to say bye? Siéntate. But turn around.
Turn around the camera.
Turn around. Look at the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, family picture. Let's see, move your leg real quick. Family picture. Turn around so you can pose. So we can take a picture. Siéntate. Mira. Cheese. Harlow. Cheese. Oh, a little chicken.